What's going on? It's Trending Story. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and active the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
An amazing story about how a she-wolf lost her cubs and then the wolf brought her a little dog puppy. Soon fate separated them, but after a few years they met again. This great story can teach us a touchable lesson about fierce animals can save humans' life, even they were so weak, because what did she-wolf did with this boy can touch anyone. Let's see it. Many people think that wild animals are guided only by instincts. For example, it is believed that if the wolf wants to eat, then nothing can stop him. The bloodthirsty predator will do anything to get his own food. But practice shows that forest animals are also capable of actions that are higher than animal needs. Even when starving, they do not forget about gratitude. Wolves are returning to their former ranges across Europe and North America, resurrecting a centuries-old war with humans over land, hunting opportunities, and livestock. While protected in many areas, the wolf is fighting a losing battle, because in the war against them, we've recruited something much more deadly than guns, traps, or poison, a more powerful and effective tool for wolf extermination than all of these things combined, the human imagination. Wolves might even be able to help us in fixing some of the damage that we have inflicted on the earth by restoring the ecological balance in areas where deer, unchecked in number by a lack of natural predators, have decimated the native plant life. While rewilding is sometimes seen as radical, relinquishing our control over nature is simply unthinkable for some. It's in fact the opposite. It's putting nature back to the way it was before humans altered its course. Predators are by nature obligated to eat meat and attack herbivores. If their prey is livestock, then naturally people will try with all their might to protect their property. True, sometimes some methods of protection go far beyond the bounds of morality. For example, one of the heroes of the following story committed such a low deed that even bloodthirsty predators are not capable of such meanness. The wolves stare right at me. When I look back, their yellow-gray eyes seem to pierce straight through my flesh. They are only a dozen feet away, pacing on long legs and bobbing their heads curiously. The center broadcasts a viral video of her and the wolf playing in the snow. It all starts with Rock sitting next to him. Then he looks her in the eye and does the most adorable thing. We are melting here, and you too. If you had seen this famous video, you would have had the same reaction. Anyway, it is quite rare to see a woman as close to wolves as Miranda. This story is fascinating. There are not many people in this world that can walk freely with snow leopards and share this type of special bond with such a powerful creature. This story happened in a small village surrounded by forests from all sides, where villagers who rely heavily on grazing and livestock have noticed that many wolves living in these forests are attacking and preying their animals every day. Although wolves are wild animals, this will completely surprise you. Still, some seem to be able to act like pets. A video is going around the world, and it is that a wolf appears in a quiet moment with one of his caregivers, and without showing any sign of violence on his part, something that would not be thought due to how lethal these are animals. The recording was made by a hunter who was roaming in the Forest Wild Center in South Siberia. Wolf is fully dedicated to caring for bears in captivity, so he believes that they are not really as lethal and fierce as people believe. But he caught something different when he filmed something incredible. An adult female wolf, who, far from attacking this little boy who was asleep near a tree, decided to lie beside her as well. In the publication, you can see how the man caresses the wolf affectionately, and it is returned sleeping in his legs. Wolf also became convinced of this when he met Eva, a friendly wolf who loves other animals and humans as he thought, but he never imagined that she could with kind. If we were told that there is someone capable of taking a nap next to a bear and even snuggling gently, we would think that it is a film with special effects. Andrew is a great animal lover who has come a long way to earn the title that many people have given him as the best friend of the bears and wolves and lynx. Something changed in me. I decided to have a life of compassion, love, and respect for animals. Andrew is very young. He became very fond of his first pet. It was a beautiful husky, and when her health began to decline, he realized that he will spend her entire life helping animals. There they are responsible for protecting this beautiful animal that is already considered vulnerable to becoming extinct. Despite his great experience with animals, this was not a simple task for Hunter Adolf when he saw this wolf lay near this little boy. He was very afraid of approaching the wolves, but over time he decided to trust them to try to establish a relationship as friendly as possible. Everything changed the day in which the forest and when saw this boy take a nap in the grounds. He was exhausted after a long day at collecting mushroom and suddenly noticed that a peculiar companion had arrived. Eva, a beautiful female wolf, soon showed that she felt great sympathy for little boy. She smelled him for a few seconds and decided to join her with his comfortable nap under the tree. The experience was so moving that it became a beautiful habit, and after a few months they had become best friends. I am surprised how wolves are much more interactive and affectionate compared to other fierce animals. They show a great love to kids. In a shocking video, you can see that Eva approaches very quietly to the little boy Andrew. She seems to treat him like another baby cub, and even seeks to lick and nibble him in a way that she sees that she is only showing her love. When they are together, Eva does not stop purring, and this is a clear sign that he feels safe and completely at ease with his new friend. I had no idea that she-wolf was so special. I have fallen in love with this species. They deserve help, support, and protection. There is no doubt that this beautiful friendship opens our eyes to all the help that these beautiful animals deserve, so that their species does not disappear from the face of the earth. Seeing this, she came up to her and started hugging and stroking her. So animals can do this and connect the separate lovers and their children after several months, as the experts say. Interestingly, however, dogs and wolves seemed to differ in which animal in the pair was willing to move first, drawing the closed door and thus being second to the food. Dominant wolves seemed to be more willing to take on this task in general than dominant dogs, and did so more frequently the more times the pair shared food. Dominant dogs, on the other hand, apparently seemed to prefer to wait for their partner to draw the closed door, as would be expected. The more times dogs shared food, the more likely the subordinate member of the pair was to move first and draw the closed door. Feel free to share this beautiful story. After all, a man taking a nap tenderly with a she-wolf is something that is not believed until we see it with our own eyes. She goes to look for him in the neighboring villages for 2 whole days, and when she lost hope to find him, she decided to visit her grandfather before returning to the city, but she was surprised when she found her boy with her grandpa. 2 days later, the grandfather died of a sudden heart attack, and the sad wolf disappeared. But after several months, he returned to the hut in which Vera settled after the death of the grandfather and remained guarding them. What do you think about this story? If you agree that she-wolf is a hero, share your story with your friends and don't forget to continue supporting our page with a like. We await your comments.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.